I have a very clear memory of how I started this, and it was in January 2014, and I was sitting in a marketing meeting, the monthly marketing meeting, and the marketing director said that Ben, one of my colleagues, was going to New York for a week, and he'd agreed to write a diary about who he's met and where he had dinner. And I thought, lucky Ben. And I came back to my desk and sat down, and I thought, the whole world comes to my desk every week. I could write about it. So on the Sunday morning after that, during my daughter's harp lesson, I sat down with a blank sheet of paper and a pen, and I wrote the first one. And I've now just finished number 158. During the week, I read things, I meet people, I go to meetings where things are said, and without any real thought about the topics that will come out in next week's diary, I collect bits of paper so that and it is old school, you know, I actually cut things out of newspapers, and that's what I do. And then I sit down at some stage, probably Sunday morning, and I précis all that I've collected, again with no real sense of what I'm going to write about. But that does then help me, because then I start to see the connections between different topics that have come across my desk, or particular themes. Maybe it's a theme that I've already written about in a previous diary that re-emerges. And then I sit down with a blank sheet of paper and a pen, again very old-fashioned. Sometimes I use a fountain pen, and if you may have to explain to people what that is. And I start writing, and I give myself an hour and a half to write 800 words, and that's it. What the diary does is that it identifies during the week the things that I hear, things that I read, the things that people say to me, not necessarily related to finance, that have an impact on the creation of an investment view. And I think what I do with the diary is I find it's an opportunity for me to do what the teachers always said we should do at school, which is revise every week, not cram at the end. And essentially every week I revise what's come across my desk, have a think about it, try and write it down in 800 words. And once it's written, it's published, and I can't go back on it, but it's the foundation for the next week. It's not a marketing piece, it's not PR, it's what I am thinking about as an investment manager, and I'm really happy to open that up to the readers, because the unexpected benefit of all of this is that it's not only my view, but I get feedback. So people come back to me and they say, I agree, which is nice. I disagree, well, I'm not proud. Or have you thought about? And those three things are invaluable in terms of formulating that view. I think it has to be a global view. And I like to describe myself as a citizen of the world and my clients' portfolios as citizens of the world. The companies we want to invest in may be based elsewhere. The companies that we're investing in based here are investing elsewhere. And even if it sounds pretty domestic, their customers are based everywhere. And I think that makes it a global market.